All right, what's up, everybody? RD2, your upstate realtor. Hope all of you are doing well. Just want to come on for a few moments and answer the question: is now a good time to buy a home? And this stems from the last couple of days. I've been seeing this picture being shared by some of my fellow realtors, asking the question or making a statement that do buyers realize that this is their market and that now is a good time to buy? Or say it's something like that. Or I might not have it exactly right, but that's the whole gist of it. And of course, that would be market specific, okay? Because as I always say, you've heard me say this, if you've seen any of my videos, that real estate is local. What's happening here in South Carolina may not be happening in Georgia. What's happening in South Carolina might not be what's happening in North Carolina, New York, or Texas, or Florida, or California, or somewhere. So in some areas, they may be in the buyer's market. Some areas, they may still be in the seller's market. Some areas, they may be in the balanced market. And here in the upstate, that's what the numbers are leaning towards, is a balanced market with the inventory that's on the market, because we have more inventory on the market than we've seen in quite some time. More on that in just a few moments. But I say absolutely, and I don't even say that as a realtor. So to answer that question of that meme that's been shared, I say for the upstate, it is a great time to buy. Again, the inventory has increased. We have in the resale market, we have more homes on the market than we've had in quite a few years, and still 40% of the inventory that is on the market are new construction homes. So new construction communities, a lot of them are offering a lot of incentives that can be used towards your down payment, towards your closing costs, and other factors that can make your home buying process go a little more smoothly and with some help. Okay. So again, I say absolutely. There are other resources. I did a video about this a couple of weeks ago, talking about resources that are out there and available to you if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. You have SC Housing, you have the SC Palmetto Heroes program, you have Community Works. Also, you have local lenders that may have some in-house products that can help you again towards the down payment assistance and towards your closing costs. All right. I also heard a commercial on the radio this morning about this very well-known national lender that is offering a 1% down program. Okay. And of course, with all these things, there are certain qualifications that have to be met, but these resources are available to you. And that's why I say that it is a good time to buy a home. And also, I saw yesterday, I saw a report. It was done by Redfin, and they stated that during the first quarter of this year, more than half home sellers who had their homes on the market offered seller concessions. So what are concessions? That is when a seller have their home on the market, they want to get it sold, and they may contribute themselves to things such as repairs. They may cover your closing costs. They may buy a home warranty, and again, other things to help you buy their home to make the process go a little smoother for you. Okay, so we write an offer, maybe we're right in, hey, as far as concessions, we are asking for this amount to go towards this. It goes, some provide a rate buy down. So all those things, rate buy downs, contributing to closing costs, contributing, giving an allowance for repairs, providing home warranties. Those are things that are considered seller concessions if the seller agree to contribute that to a qualified buyer. All right. So again, resources out there. Again, SC Housing here in South Carolina, the SC Palmetto Heroes program, Community Works, local lenders that have in-house programs. And speaking of that, I know of two local lenders that have zero down programs, and this is not with the USDA loan. Okay, the USDA loan often requires no down payment, and the home has to be in a rural area. So I know of two lenders that have their own in-house no down payment programs if you qualify. So you have to know if you qualify. All right, so which means you have to do a application. All right, and don't shy away from that process, because you can't, unless you're a cash buyer, that process has to be done. So, and you always hear me talk about having a game plan and having a strategy in place. Now more than ever, it's always important. But in this market right now is extremely important because home prices are high. All right, even if you're in the rental market, rent are high. Rent prices and the monthly rent, they are high as well. Okay, but the thing, the rates have been a hot issue the last few months or so, or last few years, I should say, going back to what, like mid 2022, that's when we start to see them fluctuate. So you have to accept the fact that rates in the twos, threes, fours, those days are kind of over. All right, slightly over, but again, the new stretch communities that I know, they are offering rates that are below 5%. Or you might say, oh, below 5%, but again, those days are the twos, 2.5s, 2.8s, the threes, fours, are pretty much over. And I think the buyers that are in the market right now are embracing that fact. And of course, there are some that have those life issues that cause them to have to move anyway, whether it's job transfer, whether it's a change in the family dynamic, whether they are adding children to the family, or if they empty nesters, causing them to sell, move, maybe downgrade, or whatever the case may be. So you have to be prepared. Know your credit scores. Don't shy away from your credit scores. Not looking at your credit scores will not change them. You have to take a realistic look at your credit scores. There are a plethora of resources that can help you if you have issues with your credit. You can download now Credit Karma. Lenders don't use your Credit Karma score, but it can give you an idea, and they have tools to help you get on track. You can download their app, keep track of things, and they alert you when changes happen in your credit score. So, but lenders use your FICO score. So you can go to, I think it's myfico.com or myfreecreditreport.com and get a free copy of your credit report. Look where you are, see if you have anything that's, the negative or in collections. And then I have a company that I just was beginning a relationship with called Creative Credit Consultants. And I also heard this now, as far as credit, I heard someone say, I was listening to this business coach on YouTube, and she was saying this day and time with ChatGPT, you can get your free credit report, you can upload it to ChatGPT, and you can tell ChatGPT to write a dispute letter if there are some things on your credit report that you want to dispute, and it'll draft a letter for you. And of course, you proofread it, and then you just upload it and submit it to these bureaus yourself. Okay, so there are a lot of ways, but again, you have to look at it. Not looking at it does not change anything. So you got, all these apps and websites that can help you. Last few months, the end of last year, I started an account as just like a supplementary bank account to the one I've had for years with Chime. I know y'all see the Chime commercials on TV. They have, checking accounts. You can automatically start a savings account when you sign up with them, and they have a credit booster thing, and they give you a credit card to help you boost your credit. Okay, and all that is free with Chime. Okay, so I put a plug in with them. But now this disclaimer when I'm talking about credit, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a realtor, but these are just some things I know and some things I have, some people I have a relationship with, as far as lenders and some credit repair entities. All right, so but as far as the advice, I can just give you that on a basic level. So consult with who you need to consult with. All right, these thoughts and opinions, I'm not, I'm RD2, the Upstate Realtor, but again, I'm not a financial advisor, so these thoughts and opinions are not those of mine necessarily, towards my entity or towards my company, Century 21 Excel. All right, so seek the right counsel and advice, all right, from professionals in these areas. But I'm just giving this basic information, all right? But again, don't shy away from your credit. You want to have reserves for your down payment, for your closing costs. And again, there's a lot of down payment assistance programs out there, closing cost assistance as well. And again, if we write an offer, we can ask in the offer for the seller to contribute those concessions if need be. But have those reserves when you apply for lending. That's something that the lenders look at. All right, if you have reserves, your credit score, things of that nature, how long you've been on your job, tax returns. So have all that ready to go. And then again, we can hope that you can qualify for a loan product in which that doesn't require a down payment, or you can get help towards your closing costs, but still have those reserves, because you don't never want to do just the bare minimum. All right. You talk to a lender and they tell you what the bare minimum credit score is to qualify, but still work towards having it above and beyond that. Okay. Don't stop at the bare minimum, because especially with credit, it can open up a lot of other opportunities for you, not just with home buying and car buying and everything else. But if you're thinking about making a career change, there are some employers out there who look at your credit score nowadays. I remember when the school year started, my daughter's last day of school is tomorrow. But when the school started, the school sent out a newsletter saying they was hiring for some cafeteria staff. And on there, for cafeteria staff at the school, they said that they check your credit to work at the school. So, but those are things to keep in mind. But never do the bare minimum. And if even if you qualify for a particular loan that doesn't require down payment, or let's say we write an offer and the seller agrees to closing costs, you still want to have those so that you can live above and beyond, and just have those reserves there. Okay. All right. So again, I'm not a financial advisor, but again, those are just some tips that I just know from doing this through the years, and again, having these relationships with certain people. But Is now a good time to buy in the upstate? Absolutely. All right. Again, inventory has increased. You have the new construction offering incentives, programs through the state. The resources are there. All right. So just contact me. I'll be glad to guide you through the process. That's what I do. I guide and consult. I'm not a salesman. I educate you, and we'll get to the finish line together. So it's RD2, your upstate realtor, 864-378-0537, Central 21 XL. And always remember, we're RD2. With each home, we're making dreams a reality.